It's wonderful to be in this place, from the whakapapa of this establishment and aspiration of our three iwi. Our people who come to study in environmental studies will be able to study this building. They'll be able to study its landscape. They'll get to understand what it takes with the materials. We didn't have a good student library. We didn't have a student hub or lounge at all. So that became our next project. This is a living building challenge expression which fits absolutely with us, with our 10 guiding kaupapa, in particular kaitiakitanga, which is, the care of everything.
The Living Building Challenge, it's the highest rating system or accreditation system for buildings in the world for sustainability. There are only 30 buildings certified in the world at the moment for this full living certification level. So the Living Building Challenge has 7 different areas. They're called petals, but they're 7 different areas. They are place, energy, water, and materials, health and happiness, equity and beauty. And I really enjoy the pushing towards this level of sustainability, and mainly because every building in the country has to be building this way technically in less than 10 years' time.
The Living Building Challenge also provided that opportunity for those contractors and subcontractors to be at the leading edge of this building industry. This is the future, or this has to be the future.
So my role from the get-go, being a project manager, and the tender was the methodology, program, Living Building Challenge elements. Like anyone else in New Zealand, the effect of COVID and inflation, price escalation, resource capacity was hard. We had a few issues with that, but human resource, carpenters, builders and all trades was probably the actual biggest challenge in the end.
This is a really, really successful project in so many more ways than we'd even imagined. We did go through a really robust procurement process, but we hold tikanga and kaupapa Māori in the ascendant. We're for Māori, by Māori, and this build was done by everyone, non-Māori and Māori.
We always said we would, and Living Building Challenge calls for it, Te Wānanga Raukawa required, but we tried to use local resource as best we can everywhere we could, and I found that engaged the community, so we had a lot of locals, they bought in. That was a really nice win.
We selected our contractor that we wanted to work with, and then we sat down with them and we said, how do we go about reducing some of the numbers in here, because pre-COVID with no escalation to when we got on site, there'd been quite a big jump in the market in New Zealand. One of the suggestions that Ben and Mike came up with was to do cost reimbursement for some of the trades. I can specifically remember sitting in the room at the time with my toes curling up back into my shoes, because it's the opposite of really, as a QS anyway, for me, what I want to do. In terms of Living Building Challenge, it's just a big learning curve. So there's quite a bit of research into pricing up different supplies than what we would normally.
So here at Te Wānanga Raukawa, we have 10 guiding kaupapa tuku iho. Every time there's a new team coming onto site, we had an induction about the Living Building Challenge, but on the introduction of that was to know that the workers understood who we are and what we're trying to achieve. Again, it's about that buy-in. I would lead into that induction, just focusing on 3 main kaupapa, rangatiratanga, kaitiakitanga and kotahitanga.
There's a real synergy with sustainability and with Te Ao Māori and all the aspects of the Living Building Challenge.
What really has driven the success of the project is not everybody just doing their day-to-day jobs. It's those value-added things of, I just want to keep working and investing time and understanding how I can do something better.
We used offcuts for everything except the seat area, so we got the good timber for the seat, and then they got their carpenters onto it.
If you've got some influence in a construction company or a construction project, then push to minimise the waste. It's pretty low-hanging fruit really for us as an industry to improve ourselves and to be better people.
There's more benefits than profit. You're thinking about the whole environment. Yes, you can still make money, but you can also make money and look after the environment. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Everyone saw the vision, everyone wanted to work together, everyone wanted to achieve. Yeah, no one was too precious. We all wanted what's best for the project, for the Wānanga.
That's where we should be aiming to be. If the industry could work a bit more collaboratively to try and improve outcomes for less cost and more profit, that'd be the golden triangle, really.